Hello everybody, my name is Adam Bergman and I am on an absolute warpath. I am on a mission. I am a YouTuber with a honed skill. I have one thing on my mind, and that is to build a $1 million cryptocurrency portfolio. And while I'm doing that, I am taking you along for the ride. I am taking you on the journey. Now, it doesn't matter how you get to your destination, as long as you get to your destination. My plays are not necessarily good for you, and what's good for you is not necessarily good for me. Nothing I say is advice. This is purely 100% entertainment and education, but I do want to share my plan with you. I am DCAing $50 a day over the next 1.5, 2 years or so. And when I DCA, I am DCAing into various coins, tokens, projects, and even NFTs. Why $50? Quite simply, I have a separate crypto portfolio that is a six-figure crypto portfolio, but I wanted to build one from scratch and document my journey. I am tired of my friends, family, subscribers telling me, hey, Adam, it's very nice to see these major YouTubers who have 100,000, 500,000, 1 million, or if you're Carl to the Moon, has $17 billion invested into cryptocurrency. But how do we start? Where do we start? What do we buy? So on and so forth. And I always tell them, I'm not going to give you financial advice, but I myself want to be a crypto millionaire, and I am currently not. I will share my journey with you, investing $50 a day because, in my personal opinion, DCAing daily over a course of a long period of time, whether the price is up or the price is low, is the best possible solution for you to become a crypto millionaire. So I want to ask you guys, are you on the journey with me to become a crypto millionaire? And if you are, hit that freaking notification bell. And I want to tell you what I bought today. Today, I have to go with the HEDERA hash graph. I bought myself $50 worth of HBAR, but before you go any further, allow me to explain to you why I invested $50 into HEDERA hash graph. The reason why I did this is HEDERA hash graph is as an absolute fire. HEDERA went from spot 38th all the way to spot 36th, then it went to spot 32nd, 30th, and now it is currently on spot 28th of coin market cap. But the most absolutely remarkable thing is it practically doubled 100% value in the last week. And the question is, why is HEDERA hash graph moving on up? And I'll tell you why. HEDERA hash graph is increasing the throttle of their total allowable maximum transactions per second. Currently, HEDERA hash graph is alone. It is reigning supreme. It is the king of cryptocurrencies right now at this particular point in time, and I can prove it to you in transactions per second. The HEDERA hash graph is currently running 600 plus transactions per second. Now, before you go and say, hey, there's other cryptos that can do more, yes, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actual transactions per second being done right now. Most cryptocurrency projects are running around 10 or 14 transactions per second currently actively, while HEDERA hash graph is reaching over 600 transactions per second, and they've been upkeeping this for the last month or so. Why? They have something called enterprise-grade solutions, which means if you are a major corporation and you want to do something on a large scale, you turn to the HEDERA hash graph to fill your needs. Why? HEDERA hash graph is super cheap, super fast, super energy efficient, and ridiculously scalable. What does this mean? Currently, HEDERA hash graph can compete at 10,000 transactions per second. This is the maximum that they have right now. Why? There's something called a throttle, and a throttle means as needed, there's a step-up process, which means that they increase the amount of transactions per second that they can actually do. In the future, HEDERA hash graph can reach several 100,000 transactions per second, and it is rumored that it can reach over 1 million transactions per second in the future. That's why HEDERA hash graph is so valuable. Besides for that, 3 to 5 second finality, which means as you do something, it hits the DLT in 3 to 5 seconds. This is super valuable. Not to mention, it is one of, if not the most energy efficient cryptocurrency out there. And finally, it is ridiculously scalable. Why? The price to use HEDERA hash graph is 0.0001 of a USD, which means you can use HEDERA hash graph all freaking day and night, and it's still gonna cost you less than $1. It's absolutely ridiculously cheap. And this is why it's considered to be the enterprise-grade solution, because of everything that I just said. If you know how much your cost is, and your cost is not based on the value, but your cost is a set price, that means you can keep increasing and scale. Currently, HEDERA Hashgraph has one use case, but there's really a bunch coming, and in a moment, I'm gonna make a connection to Shopify. Just give me some time. HEDERA Hashgraph is working with the HEDERA Hashgraph Governing Council members. Who are those? Those are members that are running HEDERA Hashgraph. By running, I mean that they control a node, and each of these nodes is what's essentially proving and running the consensus for the HEDERA Hashgraph. I won't get into it because I've gotten into it in the past. And some of these nodes are run by the largest corporations in the world and the largest universities in the world, including the largest banks in the world. For example, you have Google, you have Boeing, you have LG, you have T-Mobile, Dell just joined, so on and so forth. Well, there's one company called Avery Dennison, and Avery Dennison has a supply chain distribution from A to Z, and everything is recorded on, you guessed it, the HEDERA Hashgraph. That's why the HEDERA Hashgraph is over 3 billion transactions, over 3 billion transactions on the HEDERA Hashgraph because of just one enterprise-grade solution. Well, there's many other enterprise-grade solutions coming. There is a rumor about MasterCard and tokenization of assets, but I won't get into that because it's just a rumor and I'm still digging deep into it. But what I do want to talk about today, that probably I'm going to be the only YouTuber who's speaking about it today, and probably the only YouTuber that talked about this back in October, guys. Back in October, I talked about HEDERA Hashgraph and the connection to Shopify. I'm gonna go to my desk right now and I'm gonna show you 4 different articles, and each of these articles are gonna make a concise, clear, not clickbait connection between HEDERA Hashgraph and Shopify. And this is huge on a maximum level because this brings more enterprise-grade solutions to the HEDERA Hashgraph. Because of everything that I'm saying right now, even though the HEDERA Hashgraph had a crazy run-up, I must be buying my $50 DCA into HEDERA Hashgraph today. And yes, HEDERA Hashgraph can quite possibly pull back, and that's okay, because in the future, HEDERA Hashgraph has extreme capabilities to reach $100 billion plus market cap. Why? It is better than a lot of the cryptocurrencies currently that have or had near that $100 billion market cap. For example, Ethereum, Binance, Cardano, Solana, all of these crypto projects are great in their own right. But for me, HEDERA Hashgraph is better in every single which way. I'm not shitting on them, I'm just praising the HEDERA Hashgraph. And if they could reach a $1 billion or close to that market cap in the last bull run, why can't HEDERA Hashgraph reach a $100 billion market cap in the next bull run or more? Now join me by my desk and I'm gonna read these articles, but before I do, I wanna remind you, click on the Discord link down below. It's completely 100% free. We have 180 people in our community. We don't just talk about cryptocurrency, we do talk about cryptos, stocks, real estate, passive income investment, and passive income plays, and we talk about the economy. And while you're there, if you want some really cool HEDERA Hashgraph gear, I have a link to my crypto store. It's called Crypto for Change Etsy Apparel. I have a link down below, and as a thank you, I'm giving you a 15% coupon off today. Now join me to my desk. All right, guys, I'm gonna need you to follow and connect the dots with me, okay? This is an app called Drop, and Drop is an app built on HEDERA Hashgraph. As you can see, the little H on the top left-hand side, and this is officially from the HEDERA website. Let's read what it is, and please give me a moment, I'll make all the connections. It'll become very apparent. Drop enables micro payments for small value transactions in both HBAR cryptocurrency and the US dollars. Merchants save money and grow their businesses while consumers get convenient access to products and services to enrich their lives. All right, Drop is just a micro payment processor, really dope, and they are utilizing the HEDERA Hashgraph in order to make that happen. A lot of you guys didn't like when I made a video comparing HEDERA and Algorand to, for example, Stellar and XRP. Well, this is what I was trying to say, that HEDERA Hashgraph also has payment processing and cross-border applications for payment and payment remittances. Now, I'm not shitting on anybody. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but this is what I had in mind. This is what I was talking about. Because HEDERA Hashgraph has, and Algorand subsequently as well, they both have a robust smart contract ecosystem that allows you to do all of these things. Let's keep going. These are a couple of key points. USD in HBAR to transfer value using HEDERA, less than 1 cent. Sound familiar with what I was just saying? 3 to 5 second settlement time on HEDERA. 10,000 transactions per second on HEDERA. This is what the CEO and chairman of Drop, Sushil Prabha, had to say, and I quote, "Using HEDERA as our distributed ledger reduces our technology footprint, making us very cost effective. Drop charges less fees than the actual merchant that they're working with that charges a surcharge." And I'll explain to you what this means in just a moment. This is an article from Drop. Cost-effective payments for Shopify merchants. And literally available apps at shopify.com, backdrop, Drop Pay. Drop Pay is available in the App Store at Shopify. They are absolutely working with Shopify. Direct link. Get all Drop merchant benefits on Shopify. Free to install, low transaction costs, instant transfers, and daily payouts, which means that if you have a Shopify store, you can now use Drop to accept payments the same way you could, I guess, a Venmo or a Cash App. I don't use Shopify, but the same exact way, or a credit card. And this is where it's going to get super interesting. The fees. Give me a moment. A cost-effective alternative to credit card payments. Earn more, keep more, cost-effective alternatives. And these are the actual fees that people charge. If it's $1, credit card fees 33 cents, while Drop fees are 5 cents, 6 times better. If it's a $5 transaction, 45 cents for a credit card, while it's 23 cents for Drop fees, 2 times better. $10, 59 cents for credit card, while 39 cents for Drop fee, 1.6 times better. And if it's a $20 purchase, 88 cents for a credit card, while 64 cents for Drop fee, which makes it 1.4 times more cost effective. This is the interesting thing. Shopify credit card fee is 2.9% plus 30 cents. Drop fee is Drop fee shown includes the additional 2% charged by Shopify to its merchants. Remember how I just said Shopify's surcharge is going to be more than the actual price that Drop charges. So now we know that Drop is more effective than credit cards. We know that Drop is faster than credit cards and probably more energy efficient than credit cards, as HEDERA is more energy efficient than Visa. There is an article that came out from UCL, like an entire case study. That's why I say it's one of, if not the most energy efficient DLTs out there. And there was an article that came out today talking about Shopify, how they're increasing their blockchain, DLT, cryptocurrency exposure, which I'll get to in just a moment. And at the end of the article, it mentions HEDERA. But before I do that, I wanted to read you something about the CEO of Shopify, where he's all in on DeFi. And in this article, he basically says, I want to learn more about DeFi and smart contract capabilities. This has nothing to do with HEDERA. This is just in general. But I just want you to understand the mindset of Shopify, and then I'll read you the final article. This article came out in April 2021. It says Shopify CEO bullish on DeFi. Shopify CEO goes bullish on DeFi. Ethereum hits all-time high. Lutke fascinated by Ethereum smart contracts. Shopify CEO goes bullish on DeFi. The popular e-commerce platform Shopify is riding the crypto waves. Earlier this year, Shopify had partnered with Coin Payments. Toby Lutke, the CEO of Shopify, has gone full bullish on DeFi. And this is where I want you to read. Shopify's CEO is actually aware of the evolution going on within the payment space and wants Shopify to stay on top of the pack. Lutke said Shopify existed before cryptocurrencies and is in total conformity with the concept of decentralization. Over 1 million businesses worldwide depend on Shopify. It's freaking huge. Lutke is curious about how smart contracts works and seeks to understand its deployment in ERC20 ecosystems. Now, although HEDERA Hashgraph is an HTS ecosystem and its own ecosystem, it does have EVM compatibility, which is the Ethereum virtual machine. It does everything that Ethereum does and better in every single which way and shape and form. Even though Ethereum has Ethereum 2.0, it's still not as good as HEDERA Hashgraph, even later on when they have the upgrade to Surge. And he says the Shopify CEO is asking about how oracles are used within the crypto industry and EIS Uniswap protocols. Now, I understand that he didn't mention the HEDERA hash graph, but you can see where a lot of people don't understand. Let me take it back. Why I say, hey, the first crypto you should always invest in is Bitcoin. The second crypto you should always invest in is Ethereum, in my personal opinion, not advice. And the third is probably Cardano, BNB, so on and so forth. Why? People will always go back to what they know. Most people, when they think DeFi smart contracts, is always going to be Ethereum until they start digging deep and then they learn about other projects. Think about your own personal journey when it came to cryptocurrency. You started with Ethereum, probably, Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe Cardano, and now you're into HEDERA, right? So it's no different than with everyone else. That's why I believe Ethereum should be in everybody's portfolio, whether you love it or not. Let me read you the article that came out today. This is an article that came out from Bitcoinist, Cryptocurrency News and Technology. Shopify launches comprehensive blockchain suite for merchants. The e-commerce giant Shopify has launched a new blockchain suite of products for merchants. The development is expected to improve user experiences on Web3-based stores hosted on Shopify. So this is if you have a Web3 store that uses the Shopify platform, this is going to allow you to do more integrations and ease of use. In addition, merchants can utilize token gating and leverage new features on expanded wallet ecosystems. And on the right-hand side, you have all of these premium partners, very, very nice. And if you go a little bit lower, it says Blockchain Suite offers Shopify users great benefits. According to Shopify's blockchain team of designers, Ryan creates copy on Twitter. Okay, this is his Twitter account. Merchants can use new tools to build token gating apps on the e-commerce platform. Token gating is a common feature in Web3 space and is a verification method for communities to provide exclusive access to certain events, content, and drops. Think about like metaverse concerts, right? Not just that, but metaverse concerts. And it says it right here, as seen in a way of creating exclusivity for token holders and allows NFT creators to grant access to specific token holders. So let's say you want to create a event, nothing to do with crypto. And in order to go on that event, you need to hold an NFT or you need to hold a certain token. So this is what would allow you to integrate it. This gives you a platform to integrate somebody that has a token or an NFT to actually do something on the internet, connecting Web3 to Web2. Very, very simple. And if you go a little bit lower and you press Control F and you type in HEDERA, it's mentioned. Finally, Shopify is exploring new blockchain technologies and developing its solutions with its partnership with the HEDERA hash graph. So as you can see over here, you have this article that just came out, and although they only mention HEDERA at the end of the article and say, hey, Shopify is increasing their partnerships with HEDERA, I wanted to give you an entire link, an entire connected dots, so nobody can say, Adam, you don't know what you're talking about. So we have Drop, which is a payment processing application for microtransactions built on the HEDERA hash graph. I got the connection between Drop and Shopify. I got the connection between the Shopify CEO and DeFi and what he thinks about DeFi and how he wants to increase DeFi for Shopify use. And then I got this article that talks about Shopify and how they're increasing their exposure to cryptocurrency, blockchain, DLT, so on and so forth. And at the end of the article, they mention HEDERA hash graph. Guys, for everything that I mentioned today, this is why I invested my $50 into the HEDERA hash graph today, bought myself some HBAR. Now, the price can scale back, and I expect it to scale back, but then it could just keep going and you can ride the wave, right? I had to buy $50 of HEDERA hash graph today, and this is why I chose it, because of everything that I mentioned today, because you never know when the next enterprise solution is going to be announced. You never know when there's going to be the next Avery Dennison, and HEDERA hash graph is literally going to go to the freaking moon. With that said, DCAing is the best possible thing you can do when it comes to cryptocurrency, and this is why this is the second buy I'm making of HEDERA hash graph for this specific account, for this specific cryptocurrency portfolio on my road to reach $1 million. And while I can't give you advice, I could give you one piece of advice. I want you to click on the link down below. If you guys enjoy these type of videos, I want you to click on the link down below because this is jam-packed with knowledge, entertainment, and a lot more fun. Definitely watch another video. Thank you and have a great weekend.